मैं शुरू करता हूँ.
Sorry to disturb you.
No, it's okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Sri Advaita Gadadhara
Sri Advaita Gadadhara
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Nivasadika Govinda Rakta Govinda
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
So we are reading from chapter 9, the most confidential knowledge, text 28.
Yes. In 27 it is there, no? Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. After that we will
Yat
start.
karosi, yes, yat karosi yat yajjasi, yat jihosi dadasi, yat tapasya se kaunteya, tat kruvash madarpanam. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with this. Text 29, 28.
Welcome.
Subha subha phalerevam
Subha Supalarevam
mochyase karma bandhane
Moksha se karma bandhane
sannyasa yoga yuktatma
Sannyasa yoga
vimukto
yuktatma
mamupashyasi.
Vimukto
Translation and purport by His
mamupashyasi.
Divine Grace, Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. In this way, you will be freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. Purport. One who acts in Krishna consciousness under superior direction is called Yukta. The technical term is Yukta Vairagya. This is further explained by Rupa Goswami as follows. अनासक्त विषयान् यथार्थम उपायुज्यता निर्बंधा कृष्ण संबंधे युक्त वैराग्यम उच्यते. Rupa Goswami says that as long as we are in this material world, we have to act. We cannot cease acting. Therefore, if actions are performed and the fruits are given to Krishna, then it is called Yukta Vairagya. Actually, situated in renunciation, such activity clears the mirror of the mind. And as the actor gradually makes progress in spiritual realization, he becomes completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, at the end, he becomes liberated, and this liberation is also specified. By this liberation, he does not become one with the Brahma Jyotir, but rather enter into the planet of Supreme Lord. It is clearly mentioned here, Mam Upasyashi, he comes to me, back home, back to Godhead. There are 5 different stages of liberation, and here it is specified that the devotee who always lived his lifetime here under the direction of Supreme Lord has evolved to the point that he can, after quitting this body, go back to Godhead and engage directly in association of the Supreme Lord. Anyone who has no interest but to dedicate his life to the service of the Lord is actually a sannyasi. Such a person always thinks of himself as an eternal servant dependent on the supreme will of the Lord. As such, whatever he does it for benefit of the Lord. Whatever action he performs it as a service of the Lord. He does not give serious attention to the fruitive activities or prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas. For ordinary person, it is obligatory to execute the prescribed duty mentioned in the Vedas, but although a pure devotee who is completely engaged in the service of the Lord may sometimes appear to go against the prescribed duties, actually it is not so. It is therefore by Vaishnava authorities, said by therefore by Vaishnava authorities that even the most intelligent person cannot understand the plans and activities of a pure devotee. The exact word are Taneravakya Kriya Mudra Vigyane Nabujiya. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 23.39. A person who is thus always engaged in service of the Lord and is always thinking and planning how to serve the Lord is to be considered completely liberated at present. And in future he is going back home, back to Godhead, is guaranteed. He is above all materialistic criticism, just as Krishna is above all criticisms. Hare Krishna. So, Mataji, here in this sloka, Krishna previously explained everything you offer, yat karos, yat jyos, yat dadat, everything you do for me. So, Krishna is explaining here what will happen if you do that. What will happen? You will become free from the bondage to work. So, you will work, but you'll be free from bondage, and there will be no auspicious and inauspicious. You will do akarama. And with your mind fixed upon me, in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. This is the result. First, while living there, we will be free from bondage. We are here, we are working, we are doing so many things in life. We will be free from bondage. Not only that, if you follow this and fix your mind on this principle that everything anasatya visayan, here Rupa Goswami explaining anasatya visayan yatartham upayan jata nirbandhe Krishna sambandhe. So everything nirbandhe Krishna sambandhe means nirbandhe, that you are not bound, and because you are connecting everything to Krishna, Krishna sambandhe, yukta vairagyam uchyate. This is called yukta vairagyam. This is called yukta vairagyam. Because everything, whatever you have in life, you are engaging in the service of Krishna. And that is what the sannyas means. Sannyas does not mean shaved hair, khaki or gerua, like the gerua cloth, or naked person, or doesn't have any property, money. No, that is external. But internally, this is what it should be. Yukta vairagyam uchyate nirbandhe Krishna sambandhe. There should not be anything which is not connected to Krishna. So grihasthas, what they can do? So even if you are producing children, you are having sex life, you are producing children, this should be produced for Krishna. You are earning money, you should engage in the service of Krishna. Everything has to go for Krishna. So that's how we can do. We are earning, we are living, we are cooking, we are sleeping, we are doing so many things. We are making relationship with other people. We should treat everyone as a part and parcel of Krishna. Right? So we'll go to the next one, text 29. You want to read,
Sammoham
Mataji? Yes.
Sammoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshu stita priyah ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayi te teshu chapyaham. Purport. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. One may question here that if Krishna is equal to everyone and no one is his special friend, then why does he take a special interest in the devotee who are always engaged in his transcendental service? But this is not discrimination, it is natural. Any man in this material world may be very charitably disposed, yet he has a special interest in his own children. The Lord claims that every living entity, in whatever form, in is his son, and so he provides everyone with the generous supply of the necessity of life. He is just like a cloud which pours rains all over regardless of whether it is fall on rock or land or water. But for his devotees, he gives specific attention. Such devotees are mentioned here. They are always in Krishna consciousness and therefore they are always transcendently situated in Krishna. The very phrase Krishna consciousness suggests that those who are in the consciousness are living transcendentalist situated in him. The Lord says here distinctly maybe maite maite they are in me naturally. As a result, the Lord is also in them. This is reciprocal. This also explains the word ye yatha mam pradyashante tams tattva tathaiva bhajanami aham. Whoever surrender unto me, proportionally I take care of him. This transcendental reciprocation exists because both the Lord and the devotee are conscious. When a diamond is inset in golden ring, it looks very nice. The gold is glorified, and at the same time, the diamond is glorified. The Lord and the living entity eternally glitter, and when living entity becomes inclined to the service of the Supreme Lord, he looks like a gold. The Lord is a diamond, and so his combination is very nice. Living entities in pure state are called devotees. And Supreme Lord becomes the devotee of his devotees. If the reciprocal relationship is not present between the devotee and the Lord, then there is no personalities philosophy. In the impersonal philosophy, there is no reciprocation between the supreme and the living entity. But in the personalities philosophy, there is. The example is often given that the Lord is like a desired tree, and whatever one wants from his desired tree, the Lord supplies. But here the explanation is more complete. The Lord is here stated to be partial to the devotee. This is manifestation of the Lord special mercy to the devotees. The Lord reciprocation should not be considered to be under the law of karma. It belongs to the transcendental situation in which the Lord and his devotees function. Devotional service, the Lord is not an activity of his material world, of this material world. It is part of the spiritual world where eternity, bliss, and knowledge predominates. Should I read more? Should I read more?
No, Mataji, thank you. I'll read and then you can read. So here Krishna is saying, I and we no one. So somebody can say, why he's saying like this, right? So he earlier said that if you yat karos yat jiras, you do for me everything, then you will be working for me, and I'll take you back home, back to Godhead. But somebody
Exactly.
can say, oh, Krishna is partial, right? Because he will only take care of those who work for him, serve him, dedicate everything to him, or become a sannyasi. Krishna is saying, no, no, no. Samoham sarvabhetusu name dveso sthite na priya. Ye bhajatim tu ma bhaktya mayi te tesu chapyam. He's saying that I and we no one. It's not that somebody not serving or serving Krishna or believing in Krishna, he would be very brutal or very hard. No. I'm impartial. I am partial, nor I am partial to anyone. He's not partial. I am equal to everyone. Samoham sarva bhetusu. Sama. I am equal. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is friend and is in me, and I'm also a friend to him. So Prabhupada gives first example. Suppose you may be very charitable. You always give everything to everyone. That's fine. Like a Bill Gates. You know, he did so much charity. He gives money to everyone, poor people. But he would be very favorable to his own sons, thousands times more favorable to a poor person. The son would be very special to the Bill Gates. than a poor person whom he gives charity. Correct, isn't it? Suppose if you have your own son and you have 10 cousins, then first you will give to all cousins, but your own son you will be have a special favor. Oh, you take this. Because why? Because these people will come and go. But my own born son is very, very special. So this is how our relationship is with Krishna, with God, right? So how does that work? It's like another example, Krishna, Prabhupada giving clouds. The cloud is like a raining everywhere. It's not that suppose if it is raining in Delhi, it's not that it will rain, only on your house. It will rain on everyone's house. It doesn't become partial that okay, I'll give water here, not there. No. So that's how Krishna is in general. But for devotees, he gives a specific attention. So here what use Krishna consciousness, right? Bhaktya in devotion. He's not asking anything else. He's asking bhaktya. So what happens? It's like Prabhupada gives an example, gold and diamond. So suppose there is separate gold, separate diamond. They are nice, The gold is more pricey, more costly. A diamond is more costly than the gold. But though both are costly, both are valuable. But if you want to make it useful, you have a alone gold, a alone diamond. Okay, fine, nice. But if you combine it, you make a gold ring on a diamond top of it. It becomes further more beautiful, right? So we are spirit soul, we are eternal, we are spiritual entities, fine, we are like a gold. And super soul, Paramatma in our heart as a diamond. He's there. But they never talk to each other. This soul and super soul are like, opposite. Like they don't talk to each other. But if you make them like a gold ring and diamond together, and so if we recognize and we realize super soul in our heart, Krishna is present, then Krishna becomes very favorable. That's the thing. Without that, he don't favor. And how does it work? So somebody can say, no, so where is the karma? So I serve Krishna, he will favor me. So what about my past life karma? I have done some karma. I got this body. I have the family. I have a house. I'm born here. I'm living there. What will happen to all that? Because you mean to say somebody can say, oh, Purushottam, you mean to say I should join the temple? Let me serve 24/7. They will give me food, shelter. They will take care of me. Is that what you're talking? No. Of course, that is included. But Krishna, when we surrender to Krishna, Krishna first of all remove all your bank balance of karma. So whatever balance you had, your good karma, bad karma, zero, account zero. So then how? Why does he do that? Because if you are in karma, then you will work under Maya. Because Maya will play with you. Different modes like Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, time factor, you will get as per Maya's influence. So to remove karma, Krishna is taking you out of Maya's influence. And moment you are out of it, Krishna takes charge, the spiritual energy, Apara Sakti, spiritual energy of Krishna takes control over you. Then no more karma. So then everyone has become equal because the boss is one, Krishna. Then everyone is servant. So there is no competition between people. Like right now in our life, there is so much competition. If I'm young, I can feel it. I'm now in job, in workplace, so much competition. Nothing else than even if you're old in family life, there is so much competition. And the old people also compete, trying to show I am better than that person. I'm more richer, I have more bigger family, I'm more beautiful, or I'm more rich. They show their jewelry, clothes, whatnot. If nothing, their intelligence. They want to show that I'm more smarter than you, old fellow, right? I know more than you. Don't tell me what to do. So there's a competition in every age. So Krishna takes us out of it, and then he takes care. He's what he say. Lord is said to be partial, manifesting Lord is personality of the deity. Krishna will fulfill all the desires a person may have. So we establish different relationship with different people because we have some desires. To fulfill those desires, we have relation. The son, mother, husband, wife, kids, children, father, mother, whatever. Job, boss, company, community, politics. Everything is relations in political parties, दूध वाला, sabji wala, whatever relationship you have. Relation, I mean you exchange something. You have some exchanges. You give something, you take something. That's what relationship. Without exchange, there is no relationship. Even if you are exchanging hate and envy, it is a relationship. You hate that person and that person hates you. It's a negative relationship, but it is a relationship. You remember them always. Oh, this person is dangerous for me, right? So it has to be relationship, and we have to establish that relationship with Krishna. That's why we're reading Bhagavad Gita here. We're trying to remind our mind, our consciousness, that there is something beyond what I'm living right now. And Krishna is giving directly information here that how did that work. Okay, I'm gonna read this one, Mataji. 31 30.
Thirty.
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते मामनन्यवाक् साधुरेव सा मन्तव्यं सम्यग्या व्यवस्थितो हि सः. Even if one commits, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Shri Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Even one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. The word suduracharas used in this verse is very significant. We should understand it properly. When a living into this condition, he has two kind of activity. One is conditional, other is constitutional. One for protecting the body or abiding the rules of the society and state. Certainly, there are different activities even for the devotee in connection with conditional life. Such as activities are called conditional. Beside these, the living entity who fully conscious of his spiritual nature and is engaged in Krishna consciousness or devotional service of the Lord has activities which are called transcendental. Such activities are performed in his constitutional position. They are technically called devotional service. Now, in conditional state, sometimes devotional service and conditional service in relation to the body will parallel one another. But then again, sometimes these activities become opposed to one another. As for possible, a devotee is very cautious so that he does not do anything that could disrupt his wholesome condition. He knows that perfection in his activity depends on his progressive realization of Krishna consciousness. Sometimes, however, it may be seen that a person in Krishna consciousness commits some act which may be taken as most abominable socially and politically. But such temporary fall down does not disqualify him. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that if a person falls down but is wholeheartedly engaged in transcendental service of the Supreme Lord, the Lord being situated within his heart, purifies him and excuses him from this abomination. The material contamination is so strong that even a yogi fully engaged in service of the Lord sometimes becomes ensnared. But the Krishna consciousness is so strong that such occasional fall down is at once rectified. Therefore, the process of devotional service is always a success. No one should deride a devotee for some accidental fall down from the ideal path. For as explained in the next verse, such occasional fall down will be stopped in due course, as soon as the devotee is completely situated in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, a person who is situated in Krishna consciousness and is engaged with determination in the process of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, should be considered to be in transcendental position, even if by chance or accident he is found to have fallen. The word Sudha Sadhurev, he saintly, is very emphatic. They are warning to the non-deity that because of an accidental fall down, a deity should not be derided. He should still be considered saintly even if he has accidentally fallen down. And the word mantavya is still more emphatic. If one does not follow this rule and deride a deity of his accidental fall down, then one is disobeying the order of the Supreme Lord. The only qualification of deity is to be unflinchingly and exclusively engaged in devotional service. In Nrsimha Puran, the following statement is given. Bhagavati chaharo ananya cheta vrisa malino
विजिते मनु
विव्रजेत मनुष्या न हि सा ससा कलोष चव्विकद्वत् चेत तिमिरा parabhavatma upahi chandra. The meaning is that even if one fully engaged in devotional service of the Lord, sometimes found engaged in abominable activities, these activities should be considered like the spot that resembled the mark of a rabbit on the moon. Such spots do not become impediment to the diffusion of moonlight. Similarly, the accidental fall down of a devotee from the path of saintly character does not make him abominable. On the other hand, one should not misunderstand that the devotee is transcendental. In transcendental devotional service can act in all kind of abominable ways. This verse only refers to accident due to the strong power of material connection. Devotional service is more or less a declaration of war against illusory energy. As long as one is not strong enough to fight the illusory energy, there may be accidental fall downs. But when one is strong enough, there is no longer subjected to such fall down, as previously explained. No one should take advantage of this verse and commit nonsense and think that he is still a devotee. If he does not improve in his character by devotional service, then it is to be understood that he is not a high devotee. Hare Krishna. So Krishna is saying, somebody can say, previous verse Krishna said, if I envy no one, but I am very favorable to devotee. So devotee, someone who may be devotee may get puffed up. Oh, I'm a devotee. Krishna says I will take care of all your karma. Let me commit nonsense. Let me do all kind of nonsense because I am a devotee. I am bhakta. I am bhakta. So Krishna is saying yes, even if you commit abominable action, you should be considered saintly. But if you are properly situated with determination, so it is like accidentally. Suppose, in this world, we commit mistakes. To err is human. You know, every human has some mistakes. But it seems to be accidental. It's not that you are doing intentionally. That, oh, you committed a mistake, you said, oh, I'm a DOT, I can do whatever I want. You again commit a mistake, you can again say, oh, I can do whatever I want. No, that Krishna don't accept. Prabhupada explaining here in the last section that we should not take advantage of this promise of Krishna. Oh, Krishna said this in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 30, that can do everything and I'll not do anything wrong to you, but I can do whatever I want. No, accidental fall down. But then when you realize that I'm doing this mistake, you rectify the mistake. You work on it. How do you work? You chant Hare Krishna nicely, and Krishna will give us strength to correct that weakness because of which we fall down, because of which we committed mistake. Krishna will give us intelligence to correct those fall downs. That's the only way. There is no other way. Okay. So we'll read this one, Mataji. You can read 31.
क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा यशस्वच्छन्ति निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि न मे भक्तः प्रणश्यति. He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. This should not be misunderstood. In the 7th chapter, the Lord says that one who is engaged in mischievous activities cannot become a devotee of the Lord. One who is not devotee of the Lord has no good qualification whatsoever. The question remains then, how can a person engage in abominable activities, either by accident or by intention? Be a pure devotee. This question may justly be raised. The miscreant, as stated in the 7th chapter, who never come to the devotional service of the Lord, have no good qualification, as is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Generally, a devotee who is engaged in the 9 kinds of devotional activity is engaged in the process of cleansing all material contamination from the heart. He put the Supreme Personality of Godhead within his heart, and all sinful contamination are naturally washed away. Continuous thinking of the Supreme Lord makes him pure by nature. According to the Vedas, there is a certain regulation that if one falls down from his exalted position, he is no he has to undergo certain ritualistic process to purify himself. But there are no such condition because the purifying process is already in the heart of the devotee due to his remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead constantly. Therefore, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare should be continued without stoppage. This will protect a devotee from all accidental fall downs. He he will thus remain perpetually free from all material contamination. Should I read one more?
एक मिनट माता जी, just
Hmm. Hmm.
okay, you can read this 132
Okay.
last and then we'll end. Yeah.
हाँ माहि पार्थ व्यापास्त्रियः येऽपि पापयोनयः श्रियो वैशास्य तथा शूद्र शूद्रास्ते अपि यान्ति परां गतिम्. O son of Pratha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishya, merchants, and Shudras workers, can attain the supreme destination. It is clearly declared here by the Supreme Lord that devotional service there is no distinction between the lower and a higher class of the people. In the material conception of life, there are such divisions. But for the person engaged in a transcendental devotional service to the Lord, there are not. There are not. Everyone is eligible for the supreme destination in the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4:18. It is stated that even the lowest, who are called the Chandals, dog eaters, can be purified by the association with the pure devotees. Therefore, devotional service and the guidance of the pure devotee are so strong that there is no discrimination between the lower and the higher classes of a man. Anyone can take to it. The most simple man taking shelter of the pure devotee can be purified by the proper guidance. According to the different mode of material nature, men are classified by the mode of goodness, Brahmanas, the mode of passion, Kshatriyas or administrator, and the mixed modes of the patient, ignorance, Vaishya or merchant, and the mode of ignorance, Shudras, the workers. Those lower than them are called Chandals, and they are born in the sinful families. Generally, the association of those born in the sinful families are not accepted by the higher classes, but this process of devotional service is so strong that the pure devotee of Supreme Lord can enable the people of all the lower classes to attain the highest perfection of life. This is possible only when one takes shelter of Krishna, as indicated here by the word Vyapasatrita. One has to take shelter completely in the Krishna, then one can become much greater than the great Gyanis and Yogis.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare
So
Krishna.
this slok is very important. 31 you read.
Yes,
Chipram
very much.
bhavati dharmatma sachat sakshatim nigacchati
Okay.
kaunteha pratijanahi name bhakta pranasyati. Krishna is saying, if you do that, if you commit mistake and you come back and you do bhakti, chant Hare Krishna again and follow spiritual masters, shastras, gurus, and then what happens? Quickly become righteous and attain lasting peace. Chipram bhavati dharmatma sasantim nikachiti. And then Krishna is giving a big promise. Kaunteha pratijanahi jat janihi name bhakta pranasyati. That, O son of Kunti, declare it boldly. Krishna is saying, you declare. that my devotee never perishes. So what is the guarantee? If you become a devotee, you will never perish. Means you are never spoiled. You never get, nobody can destroy you. You are most powerful person on the planet. Krishna is saying, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Name bhaktya pranashyati. Vinashyati pranashyati. Right. So what else we want? Krishna is giving
Okay.
promise, and not only he is giving promise, he is asking Arjun to declare. Why? Because somebody can say, oh, Krishna sometimes says something, never does. He told gopis, I will come back to Vrinda, he never can went back. He gives promise, but he breaks the promise. Many times Krishna has done in his life. That he gives some promise, but then he gave the promise in Mahabharata, I will not fight. I will never take weapon. But then he took the weapon to fight Bhishma. Right? He took the chariot wheel and ready to kill Bhishma for Arjun, of course. But Krishna can break his promise to protect his devotees. This is possible, right? But then Krishna is saying, no, you declare. Because if you say, I will never break the promise. Because what is one thing Krishna always does, that he will never break the promise of his devotees. He has never broken promise of his devotees. If a devotee gives a promise to another person, Krishna will fulfill it. Definitely. And that is why we need Guru. The Guru is a devotee of Krishna. If the Guru says, now from here on there is no problem in your life, Krishna will always take care of it. But if Krishna says no problem, then Krishna can change also, because he is supreme God. He can okay, now I'm gonna change my mood. But no, he never changes mood if a devotee promise. That's why Arjun is a devotee and Krishna is saying, you declare it boldly. Name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. And the next one Krishna is saying, Mahi parth vyapasritya eyapi shupapi yoneya striyo vaishya tatha shudro teyapi yanti param gatim. Krishna is saying, doesn't matter. I'm not just saying that because you are a Kshatriya, Arjun. Because Arjun, somebody can say, oh, Krishna said to Arjun that my devotee will never perish. Then who is the devotee of Krishna? Maybe he just told to Arjuna, because Arjuna was fighting in battlefield and Arjuna was feared that I will be killed. Then Krishna assured him that, oh, you will not be killed. You are protected. You are my devotee. You will not finish. So now Krishna is clarifying, no, no, no. This is not just for you. Those who take shelter in me, Krishna is saying, doesn't matter. So whether you are a lower birth or anyone, if you follow this process, chant Hare Krishna, he'll come back to me. Supreme destination. He'll come back to me. Vyapasrita. Right? So Bhagavad Gita is very logically kind of spoken by Krishna. Before even we ask, before even think of a question, Krishna is giving answer. Whatever we can think of, he's giving answer in every sloka. If you read systematically, then we'll see there is a connection between one versus other and why Krishna is explaining. Okay. All right. So we'll end here a little early today because I have something to attend. And I'm sorry I started a little late today because I had another class before this to another Seva service. So thank you so much, Mataji, for joining. Any question, comment you have?
I read before that. You are not there, no? So I was reading this one.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Mataji. So see you next week, hopefully.
There is
But
no
we have
chanting today.
Rath Yatra next week in Boston, Jagannath Rath Yatra. So
Acha,
I may not.
acha,
Let's
you are,
see. Timing, I'll let you know
hmm.
like advance. Yes.
But now only
Okay.
once a week. Only once a week now.
Yes, now
Previously,
only once a week, but we will do little longer now because of my other engagement. So I'm doing once in a week. Okay,
this is
Mataji. Thank you so much.
Krishna Rath Yatra only in Boston.
Jagannath ji, Jagannath,
Jagannath,
Baladev, Subhadra,
Puri Jagannath.
Puri. Yeah, same Rath Yatra we do here also. We have DTs
Okay, great.
in Boston. Yes.
Every
Thank you
year,
so much.
every year you do.
Every year, yes, every year. Yes.
People are there.
Correct.
People are there to.
Oh, 2,000 people. No,
Okay.
almost 3,000.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, my daughter also goes to Boston. No? That's why I thought that there are people who.
Yes, there are 3,000 people will come. And last week we had in New York, 6,000 people. In New York, what Times Square.
And you
We
told
had
you
a big
told
Rath
me
Yatra.
there will be no class on Saturday because of
Yeah,
Rath
so I
Yatra.
went for New York Rath Yatra. Yes.
Acha, acha. So you send us the video of that New York Yatra. We can see
I'll
that
send
also.
you. I'll send you. Yes. Yes.
We can see. And then when you do for Boston, so you send to us, we can see that also.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
My son is also in New Jersey, no, so I can send to him also.
Oh, yeah. Then you should connect to him. I was in New Jersey for 2 days. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's in Newport right now.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I can send him
Wonderful.
also, no, because I read and
Yes.
I talk to him. I am doing Gita
Yes.
classes. So he was telling to me, okay, now he's not. It was not there. No, it's okay. Now you don't have class. I said no. My son has gone to, he has come to Delhi and all. So he said okay.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
just
Yes.
started, no, to that way we are
Yeah.
connected that way.
Yes. Please connect your son to me. I'll
Mm.
be happy to speak
So
with
you
him and meet
send
him.
me.
Maybe meet him next time I
I
go New
also want to see
Jersey.
that.
Meet.
I would
Yes.
I would also like to see that. So please send
Yes.
us.
Okay. I'll send you one.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. No chanting today?
No, no chanting today. I have to go for.
Okay.
Today is Ekadasi, so
Yes,
I
yes.
have not taken any prasadam so
Today
far.
and
So I
tomorrow.
will take
It is
lunch.
2 days Ekadashi. Today and tomorrow also.
Oh
It
yeah,
is.
in India today, and my today is like.
I know that also. Acha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Vancha kaltaruvasya kripa sindhuvya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namah. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तबिंद हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna. Krishna Krishna.
राम
Hare Hare.
राम
Hare
राम
Rama.
राम
Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Krishna.
प्रभुपाद की जय भगवद गीता की
Prabhupada
जय गौ
Bhagavad
प्रेमानंद
Gita.